Hi, I'm Karen, and I'm going to guide us through a practice called the self-compassion break. It's a short practice, and this practice can really support us in meeting difficulty that we may be experiencing. So that difficulty could be emotional difficulty, and particularly at this time, I'm sure we're all experiencing a range of difficult emotions. It could be a difficulty with another person, relationship difficulty, a difficult situation. So this practice can be used with any of those. Also, this practice allows us to experience the three components of self-compassion, which are mindfulness, common humanity, and self-kindness. So as we work through the practice, we get to experience each of those during the 3 stages of the practice. So we'll begin by just finding your comfortable position in your chair or wherever you may be. So we want to just have that sense of being supported by the chair, feet grounded on the floor, back supported, and then just gently closing the eyes. If closing the eyes is uncomfortable for you, then maybe you could just have an unfixed gaze downwards, so we're not looking around the room. And we'll just begin by taking a few deep, easy breaths. And settling into the chair. So we're going to bring to mind the difficulty we may be experiencing right now. Perhaps that's an emotion or a feeling. Perhaps it's a feeling of isolation, loneliness, grief. Maybe the difficulty has been an interaction that you've had with a person. Maybe the difficulty is just the general uncertainty. So just bringing to mind this difficulty. So next we can identify where the difficulty may be resting in the body. Maybe there's some tension in the shoulders, maybe tension in the belly. So just seeing if you can notice where this is for you in the body. And this is the mindfulness aspect of the practice. So we're identifying, noticing the difficulty, where the difficulty may be resting in the body. So we're just bringing our awareness towards it at this moment. The next stage of the practice is that common humanity. So that's recognizing that we all suffer. This is the human experience. There may be others out there experiencing this difficulty just as I am. Maybe we can develop a sense of we are all alone together in this strange, challenging moment in time. And that's our common humanity. We all suffer. We all experience difficulty. So maybe I'm not alone in this. I'm together with others. And then the final stage of the practice is bringing some kindness towards this difficulty. So we could do this with a supporting gesture, perhaps putting the hand over the heart, generating a warm touch. Perhaps you could rub your leg, rub your hands together. So just generating some contact, some warmth. And this gives us that sense of soothing ourselves in this difficulty. And perhaps we can offer ourselves some words of ease, some soothing words, such as, "This is a difficult time. This hurts. This suffering is hard." If this feels difficult for you to generate that caring words towards yourself, perhaps you could think of a friend that might be suffering. So thinking about a dear friend and what you might say to them. So what tone might you use? What words might you say? Recognize this is hard. This is a moment of difficulty. So we want to generate that type of care and kindness towards ourselves in this difficult moment. And this soothing touch and these soothing words actually can activate a hormonal change for us, can release hormones that are supporting us to soothe, feel calmer. You may begin to notice your breath eases, perhaps feeling a sense of calm. So we continue to support ourselves with those inner words of support and kindness. It's okay. I see your suffering. This hurts. This is a moment of difficulty. And as we begin to bring this practice to a close, we can just maybe remember that these three aspects of this self-compassion break can support us at any time. Any time we're experiencing emotional difficulty, any type of difficulty, perhaps we can just remember to take that pause, bring ourselves some kindness through firstly identifying what's here, that's the mindfulness aspect, to identifying the difficulty, naming it, and secondly the common humanity, so recognizing we all suffer. I'm not alone in my suffering. And then finally bringing that kindness, that soothing touch, those soothing words. And as we bring the practice to a close, just very gently beginning to open your eyes and releasing the practice. And hopefully you can use this practice again and again to support yourself in this difficult time.